Yeah.
We're rolling.
We're rolling. Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up?
Sports Sunday with Alex and Jeff. Yo.
Yo.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So, here's what we want to talk about today. A lot of cool stuff happened on the weekend. Not... As you see, I'm wearing this jersey.
Why?
You know the team that I support. So I'm a fan of Real Madrid. Jeff is a fan of Manchester United. And there were 2 games this weekend. Manchester played Liverpool. Real Madrid played Mallorca in Mallorca. And you kind of should be happy, right? What happened to you, to your team? Mine, not as much.
I'm numb.
You numb?
Yeah.
What number? What place is Manchester United on right now?
United is number 13.
Number 13. Yeah. So yeah. That says everything, right?
Yep.
Ever since Fergie left, yeah, that's how it's been for Manchester United.
It's sad.
It's sad.
It's very sad.
So yeah, Liverpool had the winning streak. They won 8 games in a row. And City was going back and forth on second spot. Then we had Leicester, Tottenham.
No, right now it's Liverpool, City, Leicester, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Oh yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea's picking up because Frankie Lampard.
Leicester's right there.
Yeah, Frank Lampard is the coach of Chelsea. And they doing pretty well. They got that young kid, Tammy Abraham. All right, yeah. Let's start with England, then we'll finish with Real, with pain of Real Madrid. So Liverpool looks like, everybody's hoping this season they're gonna win the Premier League. All the fans, because Manchester United looks like they're paying more attention to Champions League this season. They trying to. Because it's not that easy, right? Especially with
you said Manchester United is.
Manchester City. My bad. Manchester City. Yeah. Manchester United just paying attention.
It's paying attention. They just want to stay here.
Yeah. But Liverpool, they lost first game in Champions League this season. This season, their first game in the group was against Napoli, and they lost, I think, 2-0 to Carlo Ancelotti. And everybody's like, "Oh, boo! Fucking." Fire Klopp, he sucks. They played so bad. Blah 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 blah. And then Ancelotti made a cool remark. He's like, "We beat you guys last year also, and then you won the fucking Champions League later."
That's a good point.
Yeah. So it's like in today's sports, I noticed such what's the word I'm looking for? The similarity all over the sports that we want everything right now. We don't want to wait for any development. It's not
I think
AI.
It's like this in everything right now.
Yeah, it's like fast food. I ordered it. I want it fucking right now, and I don't give a fuck. I paid for this shit. I pay for subscription. I want show. I watch UFC fights. If there's no blood, if there's a technical fight, I'm bored. I want blood. I want violence. I want action 24/7. And unfortunately, that's why I think that's what happens in soccer in particular right now. Like the way the coach is being substituted back and forth.
If you don't give me a result right now,
yeah,
you're gone.
You're gone. And then the same coach goes to a different team, less popular. He has time. He has no mass media attention on him. And then he develops fucking Leicester, and they win Premier League.
Yeah.
Isn't that the perfect example?
I guess you could say that.
Because Ranieri, the coach that won Premier League with Leicester, Claudio Ranieri, he trained Chelsea. Shit, I don't remember who else he trained after that. But he was the most famous for training Chelsea. And yeah,
Where did he go? He's not in Leicester anymore.
He's not in Leicester, yeah, because the way he trained the winning season, he was like, "Hey guys, let's not jinx this. Don't get excited. Keep calm. Stay humble. Blah blah blah." So he was not as as a believer, he was not as confident enough because he knew it's a small team. We got the good streak going on, and bang, maybe it will work, maybe it won't. But then next season he approached the same way. He approached the season exactly same way, and that didn't work well, and he resigned.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. For teams like that, you cannot be consistent. Those are one-time wonders.
One-hit wonder.
One-hit wonders.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot. Leicester cannot be a 5-year-in-a-row champion.
No, but they're a consistent team. I mean, look at them. They're number 3
Right now, right now they're number 3. They were number 2 prior to Manchester. I mean, City played right after them, but yeah, they're in the mix. They're in the mix. And Manchester United. Hold on. Have I said anything about? I started about Liverpool. Yeah, we're going about Liverpool. My bad. I'm just jumping.
You started about Liverpool and then you just went on a...
I'm just jumping back and
You
forth.
went on a trip.
Yeah, I'm jumping back and forth.
It's okay. Jump back and forth.
Liverpool. Last season, they lost only once to Manchester City during the whole fucking season, and that one loss cost them not to win the fucking Premier League.
That's true.
They were what, 1 or 2 points behind? 1 point behind of Manchester City, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
But yeah, and this season, I mean, they were 8 above, and now they're 6 above Manchester City, and it's a long season ahead. England, they have a bunch of fucking cups going on. Premier League Cup, right? FA Cup. There are two more competitions on top of the league and Champions League. And it's not easy, especially when you have you're starting 11 and you don't really have the bench, but they have a really good bench. I don't know why they're not playing Shaqiri anymore as much. I really liked him last season, but this season, yeah, so far I haven't seen him once. Maybe,
I mean, every time I've seen him, he just comes up as a substitution, right?
Yeah,
Most of the
yeah.
time.
Something going on inside the club, looks like it. But
Do you think they're gonna win this year? I mean, it's early to say.
it's early to
only,
say.
what is it,
It's
9 games?
very early to say. It's like, yeah, it's just like
I can say that it's between City and Liverpool. I think anybody can say that.
yeah, obviously, but
Again,
it's a very long season, especially during the booking days, during Christmas. They don't have breaks like rest of the leagues in top 5, and the way they played, like first 5 games were confident, and last 2 victories were very, very, like very tough ones. There was last minute finish, I think, in previous game.
yeah.
So Liverpool, I mean, they still holding on. They're still 6 points above City, but yeah, it's a long season ahead. After watching today's game against Manchester United, I knew they would struggle based on the game prior to this one. They were not as confident, and also they had international break for the Euro 2020 qualifiers.
Yeah.
So everybody just came back, and Mo Salah didn't play. I don't know why. See if he's injured. Why didn't he play this game? I think he was not even in the lineup. And Manchester United, they stayed very composed, very organized. With a squad like that, I think Solskjær pulled as much as they could. I mean,
He was injured before the break against Leicester.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he has an injury.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he doesn't score as much this season, but creating chances and their traditional top 3, Firmino, Mane, and Salah, like, they enjoy playing together. They know all the small things and the way they attack. I think it's more easier for them to play together. Instead, they had Origi this time, and they didn't have as many chances. They had couple chances first half when Firmino had a header. When he had a open shot after the pass from the right side, right flank from Mane, and then Mane's goal that they didn't count with a handball. Speaking of the VR, right?
Yeah.
VAR. Like, if they didn't have VAR, I doubt that would have been a goal. Yeah.
Same thing goes for the Leicester game.
Yeah.
Who got tripped? Somebody got tripped.
Yeah. Evans, when they were leading 2-1 and last minute goal, that was the same exact thing. He would have cleared the ball off the line, but yeah, when you watch it in slow motion, otherwise, referee would say, shit, there was nothing. I mean, you stood on your feet.
When they originally introduced this VAR system, I was like, it's gonna make it slower. Maybe may break the game, but I think it's fair though.
It's fair. I like that it's fair. It's like no matter what, it's gonna be 100% right, because ref is gonna. At first, the few referees sitting above, they watch it during the goal or red card, and then if they're not sure, they tell the main ref like, okay, it's up to you, man. You go decide, and then he goes, pops the signal that he's gonna go look, and he looks at it, and okay, based on his decision. And especially with a handball like that was unintentional handball. The ball was flying from behind, and it just not like Mane got his hand up.
No, but I think
he was in motion.
The trajectory of the ball.
Yes, and did it really?
Kinda.
He was ahead of Lindelof.
But you
but
could argue like that.
Yeah. I understand if he set up his arm right in front of it just to control the ball, but he was literally running and touched the fucking couple of fingers. Okay, but with the VAR, no more moments like that.
There's no changing it now.
Yeah, that's it. The only problem for me with VAR, it's the killing of that moment. When you I scored the goal, I go celebrate, and there was a foul somewhere in the back, pre-attacking foul, and then boom. That's it. Nope. Or when you score, and then they take fucking 5 minutes to review it. It was a 50-50 chance, and then they give it to you, and then you're like, yeah, I scored. 5 minutes later, yeah. So,
how about United scoring?
Oof, that was beautiful.
No, but before, there was supposedly a foul, right? Was it?
Yeah.
Was
I mean,
he let the referee just.
Origi got kicked in the knee, but ref was right there, and he's like, that's not enough, because he dove more than he got hit.
It would not have been such a big deal if there was no goal coming after it.
Yeah. Because right after that moment, there was two passes. There was pass to the right side, to James, and then James 2 touches, and then the cross, and Rashford scores.
Yep.
So it's, as they like to say, it's England, baby. It's rough soccer, rough football, but with the VAR,
it was a weird game.
Yeah, for Liverpool. More for Liverpool than for Manchester United. Manchester United, for me, they created as much as they could with the squad like that. What people expect from them? They're like the guys who play in, that Simpson, fucking Ashley Young.
Ashley Young.
Yeah.
Simpson.
Yeah, shit, I hate that motherfucker. Hate that guy. It's like he played a left attacking defender. Yeah. He's not a defender, but that's the role he plays.
Left or right?
Left,
yeah.
All the young guys, you need like, with a young squad like that, McTominay is good, but he's still a kid. With guys like that, you have to have at least 2 like well-aged players, like defensive, somebody in defense, somebody in the midfield. At least number 10 has to be that well-experienced guy who can, without a coach, control the game on a pitch, because the coach cannot run on and fucking tell you exactly where to position yourself. He can yell from the sideline, but in the game, in environment, you need a player like Eric Cantona.
So they do not have a playmaker.
They don't have a player. Who's the
They do
playmaker?
not have a leader.
The only so-called playmaker they had was Mata, and he was on the bench, but he's not even a leader of the team. You need a leader. Pogba's not a leader.
Yeah.
That guy, it's all about the commercials, all about advertisement. He's the money-making machine. He's a little bit less of Neymar. That's it. Similar style. He's also talented, just like Neymar, but their main approach on the game is making money.
No playmaker, no leader. 13th position. Well, that's fair, I guess.
Because, shit, remember back when we were kids, Manchester United, Fergie's Manchester United? Take out Fergie out of that equation, despite being one of the greatest coaches ever, creating Manchester United. But there was Schmeichel, the goalkeeper that will rip your fucking head off if you mess up. Then after that, they had Van der Sar, and then they had Jaap Stam, Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, those type of defenders that your own players are scared of. If you mess up, that motherfucker is gonna kick your ass in the locker in the halftime and literally, physically gonna harm you. Cantona was the best example not to fuck up on his pitch. Yeah, the guy who wore the collar up. He's like, yeah, sure. And he spoke French, so he was very violent, but when he talked, he was like, all the smooth talking. Je suis monsieur.
Gentle giant.
Gentle giant. Yeah. But yeah, what happened?
But here's the thing, though. In the beginning, you said that today everything is like more. It's based on like a smaller attention span. Like I want everything right now. Ferguson would not work as a coach today. He was all about building a team.
Yep.
Yep.
And especially
he went through several teams. He built them.
The reason I said that, it's
people gave them time, people who understood how this
what
works.
my problem is that the coach of Manchester United and coach of Real Madrid, two players who played for these teams, who were memorable for these teams. 1999, Ole Gunnar Solskjær. Zinedine Zidane is Zinedine Zidane for the world of soccer in general and for Real Madrid. Before Solskjær got signed last year, remember, they just gave him to work till the end of the season, and it was magnificent. Everybody was impressed by him. They were winning, and all the statistics, the best start as a manager of Manchester United ever. And then as soon as they signed him, boom, all that jinx is magic. He got jinxed, right?
I don't blame him. United is in a bad place. This team needs to be rebuilt from the ground up.
You read a Fergie's book, right?
I read all of his book.
How does it start? It starts with Fergie said, before you build a team, you gotta build a club first.
That's true. Yeah.
So the whole structure, from housekeeping, from lawn mowers,
that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think that exists anymore.
Unfortunately, yeah, I doubt.
The only way back for United to be a contender for the championship is to do that. Because with the players they have right now, it just doesn't work.
There's no
they cannot last all season.
There's no unity. Yeah,
they have good game here and there, maybe, but in general, though, it's a number 13 team.
Yeah.
As a United fan, it's hard to say it, but you got to look at it from a realistic point of view. It's like the goal right now. The goal right now for United and for me and for United is just to stay here.
Yeah.
Because they're 2 points away from relegation zone.
Yeah. And the way they play.
And number 18 is Newcastle. They have 8 points.
Pull it up on a screen. All right. So we have Watford. Who played against Watford?
Leicester, right? No. Hold up. Watford.
Tottenham.
Yeah. They played.
Fucking Tottenham also.
Yeah. Who was that? Yeah. Leicester played Burnley.
Yeah, Manchester United. That's why. Yeah, and then start of the season, first game they played Chelsea. Boom! Yeah, Manchester United.
It was a good start.
The game was weird. The score of the game did not show.
Chelsea did not play bad.
Yeah, they played very well.
They did not play.
First half they played really good. They had 2 or 3 really nice moments. If they would have scored 1 or 2, that would be a different result. Accident. Yeah, it's like the moments when you don't score, you get scored.
4 times.
4 times, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's with teams that build legacy, you need time. That's why going to Real Madrid's problem right now.
Are we moving to the Primera División?
Uh,
You don't have anything else to say about Premier League?
okay, let's stay on.
There's one more thing I want to say. What's up with City's uniform?
Yeah, yeah.
They're flamingos now.
those.
I mean, it's glorious. I'm not saying it's bad.
It's
just
glowing glorious. Yeah,
it's right into your face.
yeah. I don't like that.
It's all right.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, shit. Would you
I
buy that jersey? No, you wouldn't.
No, because I like their actual jersey, the home jersey.
Home jersey, yeah,
Cool, I
the
love
blue
it.
one, yeah, light
Yeah.
blue one. That, yeah, you can see by the color of the jersey.
United fan, people expect me to hate him, but I don't hate any team, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I just love jerseys.
Well, then you're not a fan.
Oh, I'm a fan. If they get relegated, I'm still gonna be their fan.
Exactly. What Ferguson said.
I just don't know how. I'm
If
gonna
you
watch the game,
don't
but I
support
gotta
us
show
when
them.
we lose, please don't support us when we win.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And he's right. You have to be with your team through tough times.
But that's that's the state of mind I am in right now. Even if they get relegated, they need several years, what you call it, the transfer windows.
Yep. Especially with a young coach like that. Every empire, when it reaches the peak, the top falls apart, and then you have to rebuild it again, and it's a circle of fucking life.
Empires must fall.
I mean, don't they all?
They do.
Like
Usually do.
consistently.
Yep.
So Manchester United, 27 years Fergie was a coach? 27. 27 years.
For a very
From
long
89. Yeah.
For a very long time.
For a very long time. And he fell
There were
to
good
its
seasons,
ruins.
there were bad seasons, but
He
overall,
fell to its ruins.
it was legendary.
Yeah, overall, yeah.
Yeah.
He fell to its ruins, and now how many coaches? There was a coach from Everton, then Moyes. Then there was Van Gaal, then was Mourinho, then was Solskjær. 4 coaches, and it's still working. I like that he bring in young guys, but you need 2 well experienced, like, tough dudes. One
Leader and a playmaker.
Yep. Just like Liverpool, they wanted Van Dijk for a season, and Southampton like, yeah, we know you want him. 90 million euros. Is that how much they paid for him?
I don't think it would be euros. If it's between British clubs, I would probably
Pounds, but it was not in It was 90 million euros transfer, I think. But that's a lot of fucking money for a defender.
I mean, 90 million euros. How many pounds is that?
80 million pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. A lot of money.
That's a lot of money, and they knew they wanted him, and look, they got him, and bang, they won the Champions League, and they almost won the Premier League.
I think they can do it this year.
Yeah, hopefully.
Besides City, I don't think neither of those teams can actually.
It will be fair. Because like they had so many unlucky
The
seasons.
last time they won it was in 1990. 1990 was the last
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah, shit, it's almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
This year, if they win, they'll be exactly 30 years ago, because they're gonna win in 2020.
Oh, dude, this story is almost written. It's written for them.
Yeah, they just need to have a healthy squad. Yeah, nah, I doubt they're gonna. I mean, they're probably gonna get pretty far in Champions League, but we'll
Let's
see.
make a prediction. Where do you think United ends at the end of the season?
Whew, with a game like this,
I'm just
7, 8.
Fuck. I was going to say 7. You say 8, I'm gonna say 7. Right?
I said both.
Say
yeah.
it, 8.
Yeah, okay, I'll say 8.
You say 8, I say 7. They're gonna be number 7.
Yeah.
May not even.
Yeah, may not even. Yeah, it's tough. They need signings this January. But what's up with Pogba? There was a picture of him and Zidane in Dubai, and Zidane said, "I'm not gonna tell you what I talked to him."
He's gonna go to Real.
He signs,
let him go to Real.
Yeah, just fucking let him go. If he sign, he can play in Champions League, right? Because he didn't play in Champions League. They played in Europa League.
Yep.
So he can play for Real Madrid in Champions League.
Wait, if they sign him during the winter
transfer window,
can he play?
I think he can, yeah.
Or he has to wait until the next season?
if he would have played in Champions League for Manchester, then he couldn't.
Okay.
But they're playing Europa League. That's a different competition. So I guess he
Okay.
can. Yeah.
You want to move on to Spain?
No, hold
I
on.
feel like you're
Let's see.
itching.
Let's see. Well, I mean, with City, they won. They won back to back, right? Yeah, they did. Motherfuckers. They won Premier League back to back.
City?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, this year, let them chill.
I mean, it's not up to you to decide.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
still want to win everything.
yeah. But you see,
Because it's not about what's fair. It's about
Yeah.
who's the best.
exactly. You cannot, like, with such a heavy flow of money into football,
Especially in England.
especially in England, all the oil money coming in from all over the world, Eastern world, that everybody expects them to win right away, but that's not in football. And they want, and they, besides winning, they want they want the legacy right away. They want to be like mentioned with clubs like Liverpool, who have fucking 100 years of fucking legacy. They're six-time Champions League winners, and fucking back in when they won them few in a row. What was that? 70s?
I mean,
I don't remember. Wait,
you don't
I
need
think
to go
it's
into
80s.
details. They
Yeah.
have big legacy.
Yeah, big legacy,
much
like
is
Real
obvious.
Madrid, Barcelona, fucking those type of clubs. Manchester United, yeah, had legacy, has legacy.
Has legacy. Legacy
still-
doesn't go away.
Yeah, and they just fire just went
I mean,
went down a
Juventus
little
has
bit.
legacy. But when they went all the way down the
Yeah.
shatter, they still had the legacy.
Yeah,
And they came up. Maybe that's what United needs. Maybe it's a wake-up call. Maybe they need that slap across the face, you know?
oof,
Oh, shit, we got relegated. It's time to get back.
shit. That story about
I mean,
Juventus
that
been.
would be horrible.
Oh my
It
god,
would be horrible, but I mean, shit.
Fergie's gonna have a heart attack.
We'll see. It's still only 9 games.
Yeah, yeah.
We have a long way to go.
He just, yeah, in clubs like that, you're constantly under pressure, and
Yeah, that's
with
true.
every game, news coverage changes completely. Today you're a hero, next weekend you fucking villain and all that stuff. Everybody hates you.
No, but it's your fault if you let that get to you.
Yeah, yeah,
It's your fault.
yeah.
You gotta
What did-
ignore it. You
Yeah,
gotta ignore it, you gotta
Fergie
play
was
it.
very consistent in his book about the media in general. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck off, all of you.
It was not like that. He never says that.
But you stay in that.
No, they were not his allies, nor were they his friends. But he knew that he needed a relationship there, you know, because it's still media, dude. If they don't like you, they're gonna shit on you a lot.
Fergie time, yeah. Yeah, they're reminiscing about those times now. Alright, show me the table. Let me see. So, then we have Leicester with Brendan Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers was the coach that almost brought Liverpool to the fucking title.
Almost doesn't count.
And then Steven Gerrard slipped against Chelsea. And
Oh yeah, I remember.
like, he slipped.
that. Yeah.
How wicked that moment was. And Suarez was crying, and then he left, and fuck him. Sterling left to City. Yeah, all that stuff. I don't like players like that. Like, I understand
Like
you.
Coutinho.
No. When you switch to different league, that's okay. All right, you want whatever money you want. For example, Coutinho. He's a Brazilian. He loves warm weather. I assume that moving to Barcelona, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, Catalonia, yeah, like instead of living in Liverpool, it's much better.
I like cold. I would live in Liverpool.
Yeah, but for him, I think it was obvious choice, and also Barcelona, blah, all that stuff. But when you're a player like fucking Van Persie or like Sterling, when you switch within rivals, just to be in a better team.
Yeah, but Van Persie won.
Well, he can go fuck
He
himself.
could not win with Arsenal. He went to United and he delivered. You can hate on him all you want as a human being.
That's a whore. That's a just cheap whore. It's like, you too pussy to do it yourself. You're just gonna go to
Well,
the better
it's a
club
team
who's
effort.
gonna do it.
It's a team effort. One person cannot win. Doesn't matter how amazing you are. One person will never win a game. Well, we'll never win a championship. You can win a game. You can have that game. What? You want to say no to that?
Yeah. But nah. Traitor. Fuck that guy. I don't like those type of players.
You may not like them, but that's not how the world works. You know, that's just not how it works.
Yeah, that Sterling move also. Yeah. You were almost there. You were almost there.
We're not almost there. Arsenal did not have it in.
No, I'm talking about Liverpool. Sterling, when Liverpool play. Sterling, Sturridge, and Suarez.
Well, you also forget. I mean, it's a team. There's more to it just that. Maybe relationships got mixed up.
Maybe.
With the coach, if a relationship goes south with the coach, that's it, dude. You're not playing enough. There's no more place for you there, and it's still your life depends on it. It's their job, right? So it's easy to hate on one person because you betrayed us, but we don't really know the actual story there completely. He went to United and he did what he wanted to do.
Fuck that guy. All right, moving on to Chelsea.
You're not listening to me at all.
I listened.
Well, you would not finish the sentence with fuck that guy.
I mean, what do you mean to say?
No, but you're looking at it as like a fucking fairy tale or something. It's a fucking sports business, dude.
I guess you're right, yeah.
He just left.
He just left, yeah.
All of them are. They're legionnaires, you know? Or whatever you call
contractors.
them. Yeah, contractors.
That's why then...
That's why it's a league.
We love this game for all the magic moments.
Man. They're mercenaries.
We love this game for magic moments, like Leicester moments.
I mean, as a United fan, when he moved to United, it was magical to me.
Yeah.
So speak for yourself.
Yeah. So we have Liverpool at 25 points, and then City at 19, and then there are Leicester, Chelsea, and Arsenal's gonna join them tomorrow. Gonna have 18 probably, beating Sheffield.
Yeah, they're playing Sheffield United.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna beat Sheffield. So yeah, we have 5 teams running. Where's Spurs? Spurs 12 points on 7th place. Yeah, Tottenham's not doing well this season. There are so many talks going on. I've seen on the news that Mourinho's gonna sign with Tottenham. Like, after last season, what do you guys expect? They went over the roof.
They were great.
They played in the Champions League final. And they almost succeeded. Liverpool was just a better team.
That final was slightly underwhelming. But it's
yeah. The semifinals, though. Last year's semifinals, that was full-out war. Yeah. Tottenham playing Ajax. And Lucas Moura scoring 3 goals. That was insane. And they literally scored on the last second of the game. Damn, those last year's semifinals were way better. I mean, yeah, that's why Klopp, remember Klopp said he's like, the reason the final was so blah, because we had 3-week...
they relaxed. Yeah.
3-week break, and you cannot stay in tone for 3 weeks. Being off and then come back with the same rhythm. They had a rhythm game every 3-4 days, and that's why everybody performed like that. Well, then 3 weeks, you relax, and yeah, it's hard to get in the zone. That's why what I noticed today when Manchester played Liverpool, they only substituted the striker for the striker. That's it. The all 10 players, 9 players defensive line, 9 players defensive line, they all stayed the same, because in a game like this, it's very hard for a substitute to get in the rhythm. For example, for last 10 minutes, if he would have subbed anybody defensively in the rhythm like that, when margin for mistake is this
which
small,
still happened,
yeah. Just a little bit that Ashley Young did not make the run, and Adam Lallana scored the goal.
That's the thing, though. Like, it always makes me nervous that when teams decide to do this. Oh, we scored. Let's go into the defense.
They went just full out. Since
I am always nervous about it because
first half they played. They tried right away. They tried a high pressure. Like, first 15 minutes, Manchester United looked better than Liverpool. They were aggressive. They were trying to attack. They were pressuring the ball. Liverpool couldn't complete like 5 passes in a row. They had a problem transitioning from defense to attack. And Manchester looked very nice. And then slowly but surely looked like that Liverpool had the more possession, and then they were somewhat in control, but there were no big moments on either side. And then Liverpool creates 2 moments, and all of a sudden the counter, bang, Manchester United up by 1. Then 10 minutes go on in the second half, and then Manchester just goes in full fucking defensive mode.
Yeah.
I understand, yeah, okay, our squad kind of sucks. We already scored. Let's try our luck. But against teams like Liverpool,
No,
90 minutes.
I understand why teams do that. It just I'm not being critical of it. It makes me nervous all the time.
Yeah,
Because like if you go into that state of mind and they score, then
that's it.
scoring again is almost impossible.
Oh, it's
Because
impossible.
you're not in that state of mind.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. We'll see
But,
what happens.
Yeah. Well, 1-1. Pretty good result, yeah, for both teams. It was okay match. Okay.
It is slightly liberating for me watching this season because I was growing up as a United fan every year. It was tense for me because always a contender for the championship, right?
Yeah.
You can always get that title. United was always one of the candidates. They're not right now.
Right now, yeah.
And I'm hoping that I'm gonna get relegated, but you don't know.
10 points. Yeah. Brighton
So I'm
has
just
9.
watching the league as let's see what happens.
See what happens. Yeah. Even Fergie had a rough start in United.
Yeah.
Before it gets better, it gotta get really bad. All right, moving on. Let's see. Let's Chelsea. Perfect example of time, like when you put time, and you give you take time in developing. For like when Abramovich bought the team back in 2003, whatever, they were league title, all that stuff. With Ancelotti, they won the Premier League, but the Champions League, they won only in 2011, I think, against Bayern Munich. So it takes time to create the team with a legacy. Because right now Chelsea is a fucking Chelsea. Mourinho came to Chelsea, and then Chelsea dominated Premier League during his first era, but he couldn't win the Champions League. Then who was Di Matteo, I think, was the coach when they won in Munich, beating Bayern Munich by penalties. That was magical moment. And right now they have the youth. So what is this? 2003, 15 years later.
Tammy
Abraham and all the guys, young kids, and you see that Lampard trusts them, and they're doing pretty well. They're in top 5. Number
top 4.
Yep, they're 17 with Leicester. So 3rd and 4th place. Doing pretty well. Who did they play? They won 1-0.
They played against who was it?
Newcastle. Yeah, they beat Newcastle, yeah. Newcastle is always a tough team to beat, so
I mean, they're in relegation right now.
Yeah.
In the relegation zone. 2 points away from United though. That sounds funny and scary all at the same time.
Yeah. Shoot. Chelsea's doing well. Yeah, I was afraid. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be the same fucking thing as when Zidane joined Real Madrid. Young coach, the best player of the club, and all the expectations. Is he gonna do it? And then I think Lampard mentioned in his contract before he signed that he cannot be fired for first 2 years. Because you need fucking time. You need go.
That's a smart condition.
Exactly. You need those 2 seasons. That's why, for like what Ferguson said, like you need to create something before you create the team. So that's those fucking 2 years. You gotta get acquainted with everybody. I mean, he knows the system. He's not. He knows everybody in the club. Just right now, he's from the standpoint of a coach.
Yeah.
So he needs to put his icing on that cake. So it takes a moment. All right, moving on to Spain. Let's talk about Spain.
Let's talk about Spain.
Let's talk about what hurts the most. So during these 8 matches prior to this tour, Real Madrid was on a first spot, and their games were either or. Because with every game, media covered it differently.
No, but look at the last 5 games. They won 3, they played 1 draw, and they lost 1. It's all right.
They
It's not a champions run, but it's all right.
yeah, they played prior Mallorca. They played against Granada. Granada was number 1 at that time, and they beat them 4-2, and they should have scored more. Everybody scored, like Modric scored, Benzema scored, so everybody was happy that, oh my God, Real Madrid, James Rodriguez scored on the last minute. Oh my God, is this the moment for James Rodriguez to play for Real Madrid again? Is Zidane's gonna trust him? He's so cute. All that shit. And then this fucking game comes. James Rodriguez starts with Isco and fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. No game. I didn't understand what the fuck they were playing. It was just 11 guys trying to play football, but that was not football at all. Poor Alvaro Adriazzola was running back and forth on that left flank. I mean, on the right, and then Marcelo.
Was he sent out?
Yeah. And then Marcelo on the left, and yeah, that was rough to watch. It was very hard to watch.
I
And
felt sorry for him when he got the second yellow.
yeah, that was.
Because, like, he didn't. I don't think he did it on purpose. He was literally fighting for the ball. He just,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, that was
caught up in a hit of a moment.
Yep. Ref.
It was
kinda.
sad watching him standing there looking
Yeah,
at the game.
he's like, fuck, I fucked it up.
'Cause you feel so guilty because of that.
When he left, it did not feel that they lost him. They still played.
Oh, yeah,
They
it
try
was
to attack.
same. They just stayed the same, yeah.
They try to attack. My problem with Real Madrid, so prior to this, Zinedine Zidane won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. So he was brought to the level of God, that nobody has ever done it. And he did it. And then then he left because he didn't agree on some things with Florentino. And then last season, Real Madrid just sucked big time, 2 coaches. And Florentino, to cover his ass like a perfect fucking businessman, he called Zidane and was like, oh man, I'll do whatever you want, man. Just come back, all that stuff. I'm a good boy. I'll be your good boy. And Florentino he's a fucking chameleon. He's that fucking snake in a garden.
You look and sound so salty right now.
Shit, man, it hurts. It hurts. I've been Real Madrid fan since 2000, and yeah, I've seen Del Bosque's times, and when people like that go because of people like Florentino and nothing fucking changes, that he just... What's happening?
Somebody's texting you.
No, that's that NFL alert. Football is going down. But like Florentino, the way he does things, I don't know what the fuck his problem here. We had a legendary goalkeeper, Iker Casillas. Comes fucking Mourinho, destroys his legacy. They kick him out. Prior to that, we had Raul. No goodbye match. Kick him out. Like all of the legends. Like they take out the heart of the fucking fans. Just ripping it apart. And right now, like Mourinho coached Real Madrid prior to Zidane. And he won La Liga only once. Never won the Champions League. And they fucking sucked. There was not Real Madrid style of play. Real Madrid is the fucking Real. It's from Spanish Royal. Royal Madrid, basically in English. Because they're royals. They have to play like a fucking number 1. They have to control the game. They have to... what's that saying? You score as much as you can, we'll score as much as we want. So that was implied in Brazil and in Real Madrid, fucking, because they were that good. And Mourinho played the counter-attacking soccer. He made all the rivals with Barcelona. There was fucking physical fights constantly. And then Zidane comes, tries to fix all of that shit. Now he struggles, and now there are so many talks that Mourinho's gonna come back. And players like Sergio Ramos...
Wait a minute. Aren't there also talks that he's gonna go to the Tottenham?
Yep.
So where the fuck is he going? Is he even going somewhere?
I don't
Maybe
know.
you listen to rumors too much.
They're about Madrid, ESPN covers that shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that he's just waiting and waiting and waiting. This season they struggled badly against PSG. Press on Real Madrid. Who did they play second game? There was some shitty team against go up in Champions League. After PSG, they played Brugge, Club Brugge. They were losing 2-0 on Santiago Bernabeu.
Brugge got the red card too.
And then they scored 2 more goals. So the main problem of all of the shitty performance of Real Madrid this season is Florentino fucking Perez. But because he's such a big boss in Spain, he controls a lot of media coverage. They put all the shit on Zidane. Let me explain you how it works. So, Perez promised Zidane that you're gonna have everything you want. Everything's gonna be under your control. Please come back. You won 3 Champions League. I let you have the team, which has never happened. That's why Zidane came back. He's like, okay, if I'm gonna be really in charge, I'm gonna come back. He comes back after Ronaldo fucking being sold, the main goal scorer ever in Real Madrid. Zidane doesn't get players that he wants. Bale, James don't leave. And now he's sitting here with those type of players that he doesn't want, that don't want to play his fucking football. They're not a team players. And they have poor performance, and everybody's like, well, Zidane doesn't know how to coach, and maybe that was the Ronaldo who won 3 Champions League, not Zidane.
I think you're a little bit biased towards Zidane when you talk.
People like Zidane, in my short life, I can see that similarity is Zidane and Michael Jordan. Like, very similar people. Those type of people that they're talented, they're the most hardworking players on a pitch, and they're wise as hell. So I think he's not what was I gonna say, that he's not he's been there as a player, he has done it as a coach. He knows exactly when the struggles come, how you should behave. And he knows when you win, how also you have to behave. So, what is happening right now, he been lied to, and now he fucking just, now he's just the goat that they, what do you call that? The
sacrifice?
Yeah.
Okay.
He been just another coach in a list who's going to be substituted. And they want to bring Mourinho back. The guy who fucking...
No, you don't like his football, but maybe he'll show them results. I think that's the difference between you and me. You romanticize football.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like, it's something cool I can watch. Because, like, when players move to other team, I'm not like, you fuck, could you leave us? Okay, let's see who else going to come. But to you, they're like, you traitors, I hate you. I get that. They're this kind of fans of football. And then there's my type of fans of football. Like, how do you know that? How do you know that the conversation happened between Perez and what's his name? Perez, right?
Yeah, Florentino
and
Perez.
Zidane. Like, you literally said that he was lied to. Is that what happened? Is that official? Like, they just told us this happened? Did Zidane say it? Zidane probably would not say anything like that. So are those all rumors?
No. I'm trying to remember. There was a. It was article, and I think it was in a contract.
Was it that? What is that special Spanish article? Marca? What is it?
Marca.
Yeah,
I think it was something.
Tabloid.
Yeah,
It's a tabloid.
That's a fucking newspaper controlled by Florentino.
Yeah, I would not trust that thing.
But there were things written. I think it was said on ESPN that here's the demands of Zidane. We want Pogba. We want.
So you judging by what he wanted to get,
yeah.
and they just didn't let him have it.
Yeah.
He may still get it during the winter one, right?
Yeah,
I think Pogba's gonna go there.
He probably will. Yeah,
and
he probably
I
eventually.
personally think that he would. That's just my opinion. he would work in Real better than in United.
Yeah.
I feel like with Zidane, he would work better.
Yeah. Pogba type of player. He's the like.
Just put him in the middle, dude, and let him do his thing.
Pogba is the type of guy. He's like that horse that you cannot control with tainted. When you
Tame?
Tame, yeah,
Horse
untamed
that cannot
horse.
be.
Yeah, but not
Tame?
everybody can. Yeah, he needs the right rider.
And that's Zidane?
I think so. The way he was coached in Juventus by Massimiliano Allegri, the same type of way. He was challenging him. I watched a few practices. He would fucking taunt him. He would challenge him like, I bet you cannot do this. Or I bet you cannot this. And Pogba would like get motivated that way.
That's a smart approach.
Yeah, and I think
And you think
like
Zidane
who
can
is
do
the
that?
bigger fucking the biggest respect you can, like Zidane. This is the type of guy, like all those young kids see him, that's the idol. Like if you love soccer,
Especially to a French player.
yeah, Zidane is #1 fucking idol.
So you think out of respect he would be able to control him better?
I think so, because like during a few years ago when there was a problem with before James went to Bayern Munich, there was a problem. Everybody was like, oh, there are two players, Isco and James, and who's gonna play? And always there were not 100% starting lineups. And Isco shut the fuck up, started working hard, stopped complaining on media that he doesn't play enough. And then Zidane let him play, and they won the fucking Champions League. And Isco was one of the creators of those attacks. He was in starting lineup. James instead complained, "Oh, I don't play well. I got signed. I got to number 10. They paid a lot of money for me, so I want to play." And it doesn't work like that. So, and Zidane's like, dude, you want to play, you got to compete. So he didn't want to compete. He left to Bayern Munich. Zidane is the type of player who loves fucking go out there and fight for the victory, like die for the fucking victory. And that's why you see during the games that Zidane played, they always he would sometimes have the fucking red card because he was that passionate player. Like, you go my way or there's no other way.
Or you get a red card.
Or you get a red card.
And
so
then it's not your way anymore.
yeah. So James a little bit not the type of player. So him coming back, scoring that open fucking netter, and everybody on media, oh my god, yes. And now what? And what was this against Mallorca? It was no James. Isco just coming back from the injury. Hard to watch. The only guy in Real Madrid right now is the fucking Karim Benzema. That's it. The only experienced player who's willing to do everything for that logo on his chest. And yeah, shit. And also we have the goalkeeper, fucking Thibaut Courtois. Fuck.
What about him?
Like, what about him? Just fucking, what the fuck about him? That guy should not be in Real Madrid jersey. We had fucking perfect goalkeeper. Like, after all the Mourinho shit that has been done to goalkeepers, we finally get a Keylor Navas, the guy similar type as Casillas, that loves playing, that loves competing, that will do everything for that fucking jersey. And unfortunately, those type of players don't get no respect. And fucking Florentino Perez's, I don't know, imagination. That motherfucker. I don't know what. He is a businessman more than He knows nothing about soccer.
He's businessman.
He knows everything about marketing. That's why the moves that Real Madrid makes, most of the time, not being fully intended to the soccer.
But they're still there, though. It's always, for last years, they either win Champions League or they're Spain. They're always the contenders, you know?
They won La Liga last time in 2012.
They did win
7
Champions
years
League
ago.
3 times, though.
But they won, yeah, after La Liga, they won Champions League 4 times.
Or 4 times, yeah.
One with Carlo Ancelotti and 3 times with Zidane. But yeah, that is just unfortunate with that. It looks so simple that here's what you have to do. Here's the perfect example of successful teams, that most important is the team. No player bigger than a team. And just do that, and but
No
it's
player bigger than a club.
yeah, but it's not lucrative enough. Looks like it. They want that drama. They want all that blah blah blah.
Well, if you buy Pogba, you gotta realize that that purchase comes with his celebrity. So you gotta tame that.
They sold Cristiano. I mean, yeah, he's getting old. Blah blah blah. All that stuff. He's 34 years of age.
I mean, he is getting
Don't
old.
let him
Everybody's
play
getting old.
every single game. And Zidane did it last year when he was coaching his last season, 2 years ago. He didn't play all of the games. He was substituted, and it's normal. And he explained to him, dude, you're a superstar. You're gonna play in the matches when it matters, in the second part of the season. And he played, and they beat all the fucking top teams. They beat Bayern Munich, Juventus, and won to the final and beat Liverpool. And look, Ronaldo went to Juventus, and Juventus social media gained 35 million more followers. How cool is that? How much money is that? Speaking of fucking marketing, right? And all the contracts. It's stupid what fucking Florentino's doing to this team, and it's sad to see a club like Real Madrid with a talent like Real Madrid just right now, yeah. I thought when they won 3 Champions League that it's gonna be a fairy tale of Alex Ferguson. That Zidane's gonna be that coach that's gonna be for like 10, 15 years. Long-term coach that is gonna build something from the beginning, from like all the youth kids, and they're gonna
That doesn't happen
mature.
anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately.
No, it's done. That's that type of thing is.
Manchester
Is in the
United and
past.
Arsenal. That's it. Those are 2 clubs.
Those
Where
are the
coaches-
last ones.
Lies dinosaurs. That clubs that had coaches over fucking 10 years.
Yep.
Wenger was for what, 24 or something like that. Fergie was like 2-3 years longer. Sad. And then Barcelona's.
Yeah, you made this talk very sad.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Barcelona buying Griezmann. Their scouts even more fucked up than Real Madrid. I thought Real Madrid's people are the worst, that they buy all the shiny shit, but they don't check what's inside. But Barcelona's, they bought Dembele for $100 million 2 years ago, and then he's on the bench. Then we signed Griezmann from Atletico Madrid. That's not a in super duper great relationship with your top players like Messi and Suarez, and the whole team. Some, I think, allegedly was against his purchase, but still they paid $120 million for that guy. $120 million. And I mean, they're right now on the first place, but they also play as shitty as Real Madrid, so I doubt. This season, I thought, like in preseason, everybody's paid attention to the Atletico because they signed that Portuguese guy, Joao Felix, and he played a few good games. But then during Derby, Real Madrid and Atletico, Ramos put him down a few times and didn't look as offensive as I thought he would be. So this season in Spain is kind of, I don't know, it's gonna be, it's hard to see that Real Madrid has the potential to win it. It's the same as Barcelona, the same as Atletico. So it's gonna be, I don't know, the beginning of the season is very rough in Spain right now. In England, at least Liverpool is like being consistent enough. Barcelona, the way they played against Inter in Champions League.
What if Granada wins?
Yeah. There's in Spain, yeah, everything is possible. There's still Granada, Real Sociedad, but I mean those probably gonna fade away within a season. Well, we'll see. Spain, El Clasico was supposed to be on 28th 28th or 29th, and now they delaying that because of all the political shit in Catalonia. They want to be independent, and it's not safe. All the protests going on. They wanted it to take it to Madrid first, but then both teams, I think, were against it. I don't know if Barca was against it, but Real, I know for sure, was against it. Because you want your your second El Clasico on your home turf, so it'll be more decisive. All the political stuff. But it's, in Zidane in tough shoes, and every single game he loses, he ties that mass media slowly but surely swallow him up. They like, do you feel under pressure that Jose Mourinho is just waiting for you next door, waiting for your mistake, blah blah, all that bullshit. And he's like, I'm in Real Madrid. I'm Real Madrid coach. What did you expect? Of course I'm going to be under pressure. It's the type of job you're always under pressure. It's the most popular club in the world, and you have to be ready to pressure like that. So, I don't know. I wish him good luck, but right now, not everybody in the club on the same page, and that's the unfortunate. A lot of injuries also, that's what caused these problems, because if you see throughout these 9 games, they didn't even have one solid squad to play. Like, every single game, he has different squad. And this new signings do not do as much as everybody expected. Hazard being fat. Like, dude, your dream came true. Your idol is Zidane. Your dream club is Real Madrid. And after preseason, you come back as a fat? Are you fucking out of your mind? What kind of disrespect is that? Maybe he got so happy that he went to his grandma's, to the village to grandma's, and he ate a lot of cookies and all that stuff. He's like, I'm gonna play for Real Madrid. He's like, you gotta eat a lot so you're gonna be strong. And he ate the wrong food. But yeah, I expected from a Hazard way more. Like, in England, he was last season in Chelsea. They won the Europa League, and he was the best player. He carried Chelsea, and everybody was so excited when Real Madrid signed him. Everybody thought that pressure in England is more like when the defender plays you, he's way closer, you have less space, less time to react, so he succeeded in that. In Spain, it's more open, and everybody thought, okay, maybe he's going to have more space, so he's going to be even more successful. He's going to start scoring and creating chances. In 9 games, he has only 1 goal and 1 assist, and that all happened in 1 match, I think, against Granada. Yeah, that's it. That's how successful he's been in Real Madrid. That Luka Jovic, new signing as a striker, still hasn't scored. And for the striker, when you don't score with every game, with every next game, you lose your confidence. It sucks so much. He just that fucking he needs that first goal. And then defensive guys that they signed, everybody. Mendy still injured. He played pretty well a couple of games. Then Militao in defense played against Mallorca, and we saw that he was not as confident, so Real Madrid lost. So yeah.
Did you let it all out?
Yeah, I let it all out. Yeah, I can go to bed now.
Do you feel better?
No. Okay. For the UFC fans, we watched the main card. Yeah, so, okay. What was your favorite fight? Yair Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens.
I guess.
That was a really good fight. The first fight was supposed to happen a couple weeks ago, couple weeks prior to this one, and it happened, and it ended it within 15 seconds with an eye poke of Yair Rodriguez. And yeah, I expected Jeremy Stevens perform a little bit better, but Yair Rodriguez was way more skilled. He had more weapons. Remember, he had high kicks, low kicks, nice boxing, and then jiu-jitsu, and first 2 rounds he completely controlled Jeremy, and he's longer, he's taller guy. His reach was way better, and Jeremy just couldn't get into him. Jeremy Stevens has really nice low kicks, but didn't have the chance to use them because Rodriguez was way too much for him. And the Jeremy just started waking up in the 3rd round, and unfortunately this was not a main event, so they had only 3 rounds to fight.
He landed one shot on him that kind of...
Yeah, a little wobble. The Yair Rodriguez when he kicked Jeremy. Yeah, that shot. They played it on Instagram and it says like, capture that sound. Yeah, after that, you might shit blood for a few days. Yeah, right in the liver. He took the shot. He thought he was gonna hold it in, and then like, oh no, and then he fell down. Jeremy fell down, cause it's the low kicks like that, right into your abdominal. Yeah, don't care what kind of abs you have. That hurts like a motherfucker. And 2-1, and Yair Rodriguez won that fight. And good thing that after all the aggression against each other, all that was that anticipation?
You mean tension?
Tension, and all of that stuff. Yeah, at the end there was signs of sportsmanship. They shook hands. They gave each other hugs.
So it's like always do that. That doesn't mean that
most of the times, most of the times, fighters at the end they hug it out. It's like, we'll let it all out. Close that one. And I mean, the main event, Chris Weidman he transitioned from 185 to light heavyweight to 205, and he was fighting Dominic Reyes, which is, I think he's number 1 right now in contenders in the ratings to fight for the belt. Let me see that 205 division. Type in 205 division. 205-pound division, UFC. Stats. Are there any stats? Light heavyweight. Rankings. Yeah, here we go. So, those are pound for pound. Welterweights. So Chris Weidman, just like the Luke Rockhold, like as soon as they transition, they already dream about the final stage of that journey, because the final stage is John Jones. And as soon as they transition from previous weight class, they're like, I'm gonna have this fight, tune-up fight. I'm gonna fuck this guy up, and then I'm gonna fight John Jones. And that's not the case. 2 out of 2 this time. Luke Rockhold got knocked the fuck out, got his face broken, gonna retire probably after that fight, and now looks like that Chris Weidman is gonna face the same consequences, because he got knocked the fuck out in the first round against the guy who used to be an American football player, but he was skilled enough to knock out Chris Weidman. So Dominic Reyes probably is gonna be next in the talks for the for the belt against John Jones. But for John Jones, no one in 205 is there. Besides maybe Johnny Walker, who also is gonna fight pretty soon, maybe on the next card. I don't remember. If he wins, Johnny Walker. He's a cool, charismatic dude that does really nice walkouts, hilarious walkouts, and the way he fights, he's super tall. I think he's like 6'5", 6'6", lone Brazilian dude. Really nice, like exciting fighter to watch. And speaking of the UFC news, Conor McGregor tries to be relevant after the fight of who was fighting? Who was just recently fighting?
Many people were fighting.
It was Habib. Habib fought in September against Dustin. But Connor at first, Connor called out Frankie for December, Frankie Edgar, and Frankie Edgar is a 145 pounder, and he's, I don't know, he's like what, 5'6", 5'7". Edgar.
Edgar. Why would you say Edgar?
Edgar. Yeah, and like for Connor to call him out is kind of, I don't know, kind of pussy move, because there's no one to call out in 155 division to be sure that he's gonna beat, because top 5 in 155 is stacked to the fucking gills. The freaking, you got Khabib, then you got Tony Ferguson, then you got Justin Gaethje. Who else is there? Show me 155 division.
155.
UFC 155 division. Don't go to. Here we go. No. Go back. Go to UFC. There's no. What is flyweight? Henry Silva, Max Holloway 145. Go down. Okay, Habib. Yeah, here we go. Look, Habib's. Yeah, well, that's 155. We got Tony Ferguson, Dustin Poirier. Connor is somehow still number 3. Motherfucker haven't fought in more than a year.
But somebody needs to beat him for him to go down, right?
Yeah. It's
Also,
just because he's such a big shot in UFC.
No,
That's why they keep him over there.
He's number 3. Money, 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 money.
Yep. Yeah, but yeah,
Money.
I mean, call out Justin Gaethje, Donald Cerrone. Come on. He wants to fight Frankie Edgar. That's on the verge of retiring. And
Where is that, Frankie?
in 145, go up. Go up. Yeah, you see? He's number 4 in 145 division. And are you for real? Come on, Connor. Show a little bit more respect. And then he wants, after Frankie, he wants Khabib's rematch. And there are not the sexual allegations against Connor. That motherfucker slinging dick all over the Ireland, man. That's the sad part. Go back to the stats. But right now in UFC, in past few months, the brightest guy is, guess who? Is Israel fucking Adesanya, the last style bender. He just beat Robert Whittaker. He knocked the fuck out Robert Whittaker. So that's a new superstar, looks like it, in the making in the UFC. With really exciting fighter to watch. He's technical, he's well spoken, he's charismatic, and him and John Jones have really nice trash talking going on social media. Because John is what, 6'4". Adesanya is also tall, but he's skinnier, and they talk. Go down. That's a pound for pound way. And then you see on the right, Adesanya right next to John Jones. The pictures, yeah, they're both champions in their weight classes. So maybe one day we'll see that type of fight, and that's gonna be really interesting to watch. Also, DC, we saw on this last UFC, DC was commentating, and there was a Stipe was in the audience, Stipe Miocic, and Daniel was going one more in the camera, trying to show, can I have one more crack at the heavyweight title. So yeah, that I would like to watch that number 3 fight between them, because DC won the first one and Stipe won the second one by knockout. Both won by knockout, and Stipe won by TKO mostly. Yeah, he hit DC in the liver and then head, and yeah, they stopped the fight. But out of the latest UFC, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, go down 115. Yeah, you see Zhang Weili. She's the current champ at strawweight division, and looks like it. Joanna Joanna Jędrzejczyk probably is gonna have a next crack at the belt. Rose Namajunas lost
Why?
to
Because she's number 4, right?
Yeah,
So,
she's number 4. Jessica Andrade was
does
the
it
previous.
matter which number you are?
I mean,
I think it's just there, just in case.
yeah, their stats like
They literally
UFC
decide
rankings.
what will make more money. Let's do
Exactly. Yeah,
that.
exactly.
This is why this is barely a sport.
It's fighting.
Yeah.
You don't play. You play sports.
This is
You don't play
entertainment.
fighting.
This is pure
You fight for money. Yeah, like most of them say.
Dollars for
Some of them
blood.
say we fight for legacy, but unfortunately, all of this comes down to green dollar. Unfortunately, it comes down to the green dollar. Yeah. But just like you said, it's all the entertainment. Just like in 2nd of November, we're gonna see the baddest motherfucking belt, baddest motherfucker belt, man.
What are you talking about?
Is the belt is gonna be called the baddest motherfucker.
Oh, that's gonna be the name.
Yeah,
of it?
that's the UFC belt between Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. So yeah, that's gonna be. It's a show. It's gonna be a spectacle. It's already sold out. The arena is already sold out. They're not champions. If you're trying to find them in the rankings.
No, but they will be in rankings, right?
Yeah. Masvidal is 170, so that will be to the right. Here we go. And Nate Diaz is 170. So Nate Diaz number 6, and Jorge Masvidal is number 3. Because they already booked Colby Covington against. Go back. They booked Colby Covington against Kamaru Usman. And so these two baddest motherfuckers are gonna fight between themselves, and I guess the winner is gonna go have a crack at the belt. Whoever wins. I'm excited to see Colby Covington against the Kamaru Usman, because they spoke so much shit. They talked so much shit on media, on social media for like, I don't know, 2 years now. And fight had never happened. And now Kamaru is the champion. And Colby Covington's character wearing the red Trump's hat and saying, "Make America Great Again." Like, everybody hates him and everybody wants to see him lose. But so far, he haven't lost. So that's that slight, what's his name? 15-0 effect. Fucking, oh my god, just got on Floyd Mayweather. Shit, how did I forget Floyd Mayweather? Because why Floyd Mayweather so rich? Because he never fucking lost. Half the world paid him money to watch him fucking lose, and he never did. So if Colby Covington somehow beats Kamaru Usman, he's going to become a superstar. This motherfucker, look at him. You're like, yeah. He's the guy who
He's
went.
14-1-0.
Yeah.
He lost one.
Yeah. But when did he lose one? Before he became Colby Covington of
Well, that doesn't
Trump
count.
world.
So he did.
No.
lose.
He did lose, yeah. But who did he lose to?
Oh, I don't know that much.
Look it up.
I would have to
We'll
look
open
it
his
up.
stats. Are there any stats? Go down. Go down. Just scroll down. Yeah, stats and records. Here we go. Go down. Those are.
Win. All of this are his wins. How about this?
Where do you see the win?
All of them are wins except this one. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, so he lost.
Right here, he didn't win. He lost to this guy.
Yeah, he lost to Alves. So basically Kobe lost all the way back in 2015, yeah. When he was not as famous. Right now he's super famous because look at the last fucking 3 fights he had. He beat Demian Maia in Brazil, and he talked so much smack to Brazilians. Security had to literally fucking protect him, carry him out the stadium. And then he beats another Brazilian Rafael Dos Anjos, and then he beats Robbie Lawler, ruthless Robbie Lawler. So yeah, he's backing up his word so far.
This is a decision.
Yeah, and I want him to fight. Yeah, that's the fight already. That's already scheduled with Kamaru. But I also want to see him fight. If he beats Kamaru, then he's gonna fight Tyron fucking Woodley, and that fight is gonna get so many fucking pay-per-views. Cause the rivalry between those guys, insane. They used to train in the same camp, and then they break up. And
I guess he betrayed him.
no, he said I beat you in the training and all that blah blah blah. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun to watch. But yeah, go back to the general rankings. Yeah. So what else is scheduled? But yeah, no. So far, yeah, the next big thing is baddest motherfucker. That's the belt. That's November 2nd. Today is what, 20th? 20th? 20th. So in 2 weeks we're gonna witness that stuff. Yeah. Jorge Masvidal coming off the win over the funky Ben Askren, kneeing him in a fucking another dimension. And Nate Diaz beat California rival Anthony Showtime Pettis. So, yeah, both fighters, yeah, they're in the prime of their fame right now, and it looks like UFC does not miss Conor McGregor at all. So, good thing. Train, keep on going, even though, yeah, they lost one superstar. Good thing it's still rolling, yeah. Alrighty. You have anything else to talk about?
Not really. I just been listening to you talk about this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's wrap this up. All right, guys. If you like this type of stuff, like, share, subscribe, and leave the comments below. Let's talk about stuff, and we'll see you guys next weekend. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Peace.
Bye.